From vaccine apartheid to travel apartheid, as both leaders warned against the collective punishment of citizens of countries that have identified and shared crucial science and health information with the rest of the world.
What is unacceptable is to have one part of the world that is one of the most vulnerable parts of the world economy condemned to a lockout when they were the ones that revealed the existence of a new variant that, by the way, already existed in other parts of the world, including in Europe, as we know. So this is a very strong appeal that I launch, appeal to common sense. We have the instruments to have safe travel. Let's use those instruments to avoid this kind of, allow me to say, travel apartheid. Which I think is unacceptable.
Guterres pointed to the much improved global testing capacity as a tool that should be fully exploited at ports of entry and exit to mitigate against unscientific travel bans that the World Health Organization says places a heavy burden on lives and livelihoods.
Écoutez, nous condamnons et contestons vigoureusement contre ces mesures injustes.
We vigorously condemn these unfair measures. It's a form of stigmatization which cannot be justified, neither scientifically, not even on the grounds of reason, logically. We're condemning a country for having been transparent because its experts have worked to tirelessly inform the international community of the emergence of new variants. It hasn't been scientifically proven that these type of measures are able to deal with whatever this type of issue. It's clearly, as you say, an expression rather of a form of injustice. I think that now I'll take up the terms used by the Secretary General. It's immoral to condemn Africa in that way.
Guterres reiterated his call for a global vaccine plan involving all countries that produce or can produce vaccines, including in Africa, as the world seeks to have some 40% of the eligible population vaccinated before the year's end, up to 70% by the middle of next year.
With a virus that is truly borderless, travel restrictions that isolate any one country or region are not only deeply unfair and punitive, they are ineffective. I appeal to all governments to consider instead repeated testing for travelers together with other appropriate and truly effective measures, and this is the only way to reduce the risk of transmission while allowing for travel and economic engagement.
This as the United States confirmed its first case of the Omicron variant in the state of California.
Genomic sequencing was conducted at the University of California at San Francisco, and the sequence was confirmed at the CDC as being consistent with the Omicron variant. So I know there are a lot of questions, but here's what we know right now. The individual was a traveler who returned from South Africa on November the 22nd and tested positive on November the 29th. The individual is self-quarantining, and all close contacts have been contacted, and all close contacts thus far have tested negative. The individual was fully vaccinated and experienced mild symptoms, which are improving at this point.
Details likely to further justify President Joe Biden's travel ban imposed on southern Africa since Monday. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.